Hey everyone, welcome back to Rosie's Path to Wellness. I'm Rosie. I've got another episode of Wisdom Wednesday where I just, muse about things that have popped into my mind over the last week or two or possibly longer. This one is a fresh one. I just had a meal at a friend's house recently, and I don't say grace in my family. I've never have. I wasn't raised to say grace. And I wouldn't really say that this is the same thing as saying grace because there was no religious aspect to it whatsoever. But our friend had us stop and just give thanks and show gratitude to potentially every little step along the way in getting that meal and who was a part of that. And I thought it was such a nice practice, and it's something that I had tried to do in the past with my own kids. And just like most habits, if you're not really caring about the habit, it doesn't really become a habit. So it never became a habit, but that's a side story. It just was such a nice moment for me in that day. Like, I feel things have been feeling heavy for me, and probably for you too. I'm in a place in my life where there's so many good things, but there are so many things that I would like to improve. And sometimes thinking about those improvements and stuff can bring a lot of lack into my life, like feeling like I don't have enough, I'm not achieving enough, I am not enough. But in this moment, we were able to give thanks to everybody along the path of making that meal. So, right down from like the farmers to the transporters to the people who brought it to the store, to the cashier that we bought the ingredients from, to the people who made the food. Just following that whole line of every single potential person that could be involved in that process. And then, of course, also having to thank our beautiful earth. And so through that process, it just really made me feel so calm. Just all of my worries were just gone for a moment as I realized just how abundant the world is, just how lucky I am, just how grateful I am to have that meal there, and just thinking about all of the lives that have touched that meal. That I was going to get to enjoy, and of course, being with my friends and my husband at the time, you know, enjoying that moment with them, you know, and enjoying a good meal together. And it's just brought me back to the idea of having a gratitude practice. And how, if you're like me, it's probably one of those things that you've heard about, you want to do. So maybe you do it for a few days. Maybe you're amazing and you kept it going. But it's one of those things that falls by the wayside for me. And I thought, what a great practice to do every day at a meal. And of course, families who say grace, this is, I don't know how deeply people feel it when they say grace. I don't know. Maybe you say grace and you feel it deeply, let me know. But I'm wondering, how connected do we actually feel when we say that? But either way, in this situation, I felt so deeply connected. It just made me feel so good. And I think it's something I would like to continue doing. And it also, of course, opens our eyes to just like how there's just so many people involved in like everything that I get to enjoy. Even the clothing I'm wearing or any product that you buy, just who's involved from start to finish. Just wow, like how many lives have actually touched that, which seems so massive. Anyways, I digress a little bit, but it was making me think about having a gratitude practice. And I know that when I'm in my lowest moments, if I take a few moments to just think about something that I'm grateful for, and as you continue adding more and more and more to your list, how just abundant you feel. As stuck as you may feel or sad as you may feel, if you can look around and really realize, really take in everything that that is in your life, and show gratitude for all of those things. And that doesn't mean that life is perfect. Life is definitely not perfect. What is perfect? But there will always be problems. But if you can stop and sort of appreciate everything that you do have and everything that is going right, and in some ways, even sometimes appreciating the things that are going wrong, sometimes they open your eyes to new opportunities. And that's like, I guess there's that saying of like, when one door closes, another door opens, or just realizing that sometimes the things that are going wrong are meant to teach you a lesson. And so maybe having gratitude for that as well. It's not a bad thing. But anyways, it was a beautiful moment that I had, and it made me really think about things and just help me calm and feel really good in the moment. So if it's something you do, I'd love to hear about it. If it's something you're going to try, let me know. But it was a really nice feeling. And I think you could even do that if you're eating by yourself. Just really, being in the moment, being in that moment, being here, being now, really just embracing what you have, giving thanks for that. And then you can continue that on with even taking a small, like slow time to eat or drink the food that you have. And just being aware of like the textures, the smells, just everything, and just being in that moment. Which is mindfulness practice as well. So we've got this gratitude practice, we've got the mindfulness practice. You put it together, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And you come away feeling amazing, and uplifted, and hopeful, and yeah, it's just really nice. And I just wanted to share that with you. So give it a try. If you do it already, cool. Let me know. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. So thank you. Peace.